Hey, John Tag here. Welcome back to the show. Will you be my YouTube subscriber? I had to. Actually, I don't know what this is. I was just out playing with the kids, just about getting ready to mow my lawn, and you know, I saw a patch of this growing in the middle of the lawn, and it's like really in just this one little clove of stuff, and I was like, before I run this over, let me make a video to see if someone can very quickly identify what what this is, because I am no plant. Uh, Scientist or plant biologist or anything of that matter for that. So I don't know what this is. It may be something very common, and I may be something very stupid. Probably both. But at the same time, I'd like to at least try to identify a little bit about what this is underneath the scope. So I thought I'd make a video just to kind of show what it looks like. So there is a yellow flower that is sort of, excuse me, all over the place here. Here is a close-up view of, of the yellow flower. And one you can see here is that there is some definite. Wow, that's really kind of neat. Look at all the little lines there are on the inside of that guy. You see that? Here, let me take a step back away. So here it is. There is the whole flower, and I'm gonna kind of those of you who are flower enthusiasts, and if I'm hurting something very rare, I really apologize. There's plenty more of these. I just picked up a small batch of them, but I am going to have to dissect the flower, so to speak. Which as a nerd, this is probably not very good for my allergies or anything like that. It's probably not good for birds and bees and other things that parents have to talk about at some point there. All right. Let's see. Petal. Let's see where the petal is. Are you the petal? Hello, petal. How are you doing? I gouged it. I'm so sorry. So let's see here. Let's go. Go really close up to. Whoa. There's all kinds of. Now my camera is up somewhat high right now because I was under the impression that I actually was going to need to be on high. So I'm actually going to take this and put it on a little silver stand, what is actually a lithium-ion battery, just so I could potentially focus without having to move the whole mount system back down again. Whoa! Look at that! Look at that! It's like a banana peel or something. Look at that! Look at that. Very, very, very. Oof, excuse me. Oh man, gosh, very. I'm gonna need a couple pairs, maybe tweezers here, or something like that. Oh man, so that's what the petal of the flower looks like. If that's any sort of help, it probably isn't, but it just is what it is. So I'm gonna take the flower again. Those are my children playing around outside right now. You can probably hear that in the background because I'm just and I'll be outside there playing with them just a little bit as soon as I upload this video so that people can see. So here is you stay there, flower. I'm so sorry. If I really there are more of these flowers out there. So if they look like I'm pinning the darn thing down right now, you stay there. You stay. I'm gonna try really hard not to touch my nose. Of course, I want to touch my nose right now. I'm gonna touch my nose with something else. What are those things? What are those things? Not the pollen that's in there? Is that what the bees try to get after? Probably. I'm trying to get that on the screen. Whoa. There it is. You see the pollen on the inside? Or the whatever on the inside? It's got to be pollen. That's got to be stuff that makes me sneeze. I don't want to touch my nose with this. I'm going to go wash my hands immediately after making this video. Like immediately after making this video. Let's I'm also gonna wash these tweezers. Let's dig around a little bit in there, shall we? Let's brighten this up a little bit. Hey, is this a sunflower of some sort? Is this some sort of a thing? Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's very, very messy on the inside. Can I have one of you? Is that okay? All right, I have plucked one of the inside parts of the flower loose. Again, trying very hard not to touch the thing. Touch whatever is on the inside. The thing. I sound real scientific there. Touch the thing with the thing. I don't know what the inside parts. I'm assuming this is the pollen bearing part of the flower, but there's probably a really technical term that someone who's actually studied in the area of biology and you know and whatnot on there. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, those little dots around the outside, is that the pollen that bees? Because it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Those of you who don't know the importance of insects that carry pollen from one place over to another, you get an insect like a bee, like a honeybee, for instance, and then a number of other bugs that go around on the inside. There's so many of them out there, and it's really cool. And you get this pollen that's on the stuff that's on the inside that makes us nerds sneeze, and then they go get it, and then they go to another flower to go get more. But some of the stuff that they picked up on this guy actually falls off into the other flower, which pollinates it, which makes more flowers grow, which helps makes more plants and even fruits grow as well. It's a really kind of a neat thing, the cycle of nature as it is, because there literally some of nature's, like some of those things that we swat away, like bugs and some of the things that we squash, um actually are the main reason that some plants and fruits actually grow. In particular, the honeybee is a pretty cool one. Which one of these days I'll have to try and see if I can find one. There's usually a honeybee or two that winds up somewhere, like they just it falls something like that. I'll have to see if I can find one with it on there. Oh gosh, now my tweezers are a little bit sticky. So anyway, that's the inside part. That's pretty neat. What that is. I'm looking at that, by the way, at the top magnification that I've got right now, which is 50x magnification. Let me take one of the bulbs off. This is one of the bulbs that is not yet flowered, turned into a flower. So that's what it looks like before it looks like a flower. Let me pull one of the leaves off, because I know my brother-in-law, for instance, he can pretty much tell a variety of identification parts of a plant if he has a chance to, for instance, take a look at a leaf. So let me actually, I'm gonna extract a leaf off of here. So there is one of its leaves. Ooh. Look at all the little lines that are on the inside of that. You see that? That's up at 10x magnification. If I scroll in really carefully up to 50x magnification, wow, look at that. Leaves are really neat. They're filled with this stuff called chlorophyll, and it turns sunlight into energy. It's really neat. Like, chlorophyll is the stuff that's on the inside. It basically makes the plant look green, but it also absorbs the visible light spectrum that the sun's coming down with, in terms of some of the light, and on sunny days helps basically help the plant grow for the most part. That's really kind of cool in terms of what that looks like. That is really, really neat. I'm kind of up high, as high as I can there. I don't know if I can get any better of light. Wow, cool. That's really neat. Look at that. You can see the little lines on there. A couple of people have asked me, why don't you put microscope slides underneath underneath the microscope? And unfortunately, it's one of those situations to where I can't. If you look at my setup here, all of the light from my microscope actually shines down from the top and from another twisted light source that's actually in the back, that's kind of pointed at an angle. In order to look at things that require microscope slides, it requires you to have essentially a light that shines from the bottom and up into the microscope. That is my dog barking at something silly right now. I don't know what that is, but I apologize. This video is great. The madness of being at home on a day when you're in quarantine. Ah! But anyway, the really cool thing about I forgot. Oh gosh, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, the thing for the microscope. In order to look at microscope slides, and such, you need to have basically an underlight in order to look at it. So, and I don't have that right now. If you would be interested in me looking at something like along the lines of a microscope slide, where I can take a little piece off and dye it and whatnot, let me know in the comments below. I'll see if I can find one. I've tried really hard to find one. I might even try and make one at some point, but I haven't been able to find it just as of yet. So anyway, can anyone tell me what type of here, let me put it here. So here's the bulb. Here's the bulb. Do I still have the little petal part at all from this one? Oh, and if this helps at all, the the root of these things. So let me show you at least what the root looks like as well. Let me turn down some of my light sources there. What is my dog barking at? I have no idea. So here's like the main stalk. There's a bunch of them that all grow up out of it, one point of it here. And the root definitely looks like kind of reddish in color. And then it was really hard to pluck this thing out of the ground, because the whole bulb itself has like something that has like multiple bulbs underneath the ground that really kind of prevent me from being able to pull the whole thing up. So this thing, I actually had to dig this thing up. It was under the ground by an easy couple of inches. Well, an inch and a half, probably somewhere around there. So well, here, do I have a scale? I probably do somewhere in here. Do I have one? I'll have to watch that as well. Do I have one? Do I have a thing? I think I got something. Do I have something? Oh gosh, I don't have something. Really, I don't have the scale bar. I've been moving a couple of things around by trying to find stuff to work on. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Ugh, there's a whole bunch of stuff that just flew down in the middle of there. No, I really don't. Oh, I do. Well, I got something that can help. I got actually a ruler that we make over at our thing here. So in terms of the root size, I'll use centimeters just because yay metric. So here you go. You got a root size right now of about 2 centimeters long of the part that was inside of the ground, and then another part of the root which is definitely a little bit longer than that. So but yeah, anyway, so yellow flower with these kind of roundish looking green leaves. And the leaves grow to about like an easy inch in diameter. Like I mean, like some of the leaves, like here's one of the full grown leaves on the stalk, and you can see it's like a bloof. It's a big old 3 or 4 centimeters long is what it is in its overall length. So anyway, can you identify what this is based on the information that I have? If so, leave a comment in the comments below, because otherwise it may get run over by the lawnmower. And if it's something that is a specimen that should be saved and preserved, if it helps the bees, then I would like to be able to, keep things around a little bit. Or if it's something that's handy, if it's something invasive, let's get it out of there right now. So, anyway, leave a comment down in the comment below and let me know what you think about the show. Thanks very much, everyone. See you later.